One, one Professor Hang was out there putting all sort of modeling out there and questioning what you put out.
We discussed it.
Yeah.
He's using an exchange rate approach. We argue that that approach is not helpful because you don't know the items that are traded internationally, and it's not every item that is traded internationally, so it would not reflect the importance that persons in Ghana put on what they consume. And let's see the countries that are computing inflation using the exchange rate approach. So the criticisms from that perspective is widespread. So I mean, I personally don't want us to go back to that conversation.
But do you think that the service has come very far in making this data, these numbers, more relevant to people? And I remember in times when you talk about inflation to people, they say inflation yeah, BD. Is it when that inflation becomes a concern when the numbers are going up? When the numbers are going down, then people begin to question the service and all the rest. What is the service itself doing to make these numbers, this data, more relevant to people?
Josh, I think we've put in a couple of interventions in the past couple of years, and we are exploring further ways to improve on what we do. And I've mentioned them already. You don't put inflation out there thinking about only government. So we put the inflation figure out there on a monthly basis, and as indicated, we have our last 2 or 3 slides that talks about issues of concerns for households. So that is not a government issue. Issues of concerns for government. And then people use that data and begin to ask. At some point, we're saying that it is about time we look at what we are seeing very high price increases in and what we are not seeing, and openly advise persons in Ghana that can we begin to think about a change in the basket that we consume. This is not an issue for government. This is an issue for households. And because we are putting this data out there, people are beginning to associate with the work that we do. And the second one is what I indicated, the personal inflation calculator. So that you go in there and you can associate with what it is, rather than thinking about inflation as something that is being computed out of